with Nanay and Claire.
Hello KaFam! Welcome to our channel, Isang Araw, Isang Pahina ng Aming Buhay. Finally, I was able to finish reading Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. As I've said, this book deserves time to learn by heart. It is not just about the reading, but the transformative learning I have gone through. This is Chapter 11, Service, and the conclusion. The 3 stages of transformation of being a monk are: first, we let go of external and the ego. Second, we recognize our value and learn that we don't need to own anything in order to serve. Third, we continually seek a higher level of service. Jay Shetty revealed the most important lesson he learned as a monk and the one that he carried with him every day of his life. That is, the highest purpose is to live in service. As Jay Shetty was inspired by the words of his teacher Gauranga Das, plant trees under whose shade you do not plan to sit. It ultimately means to serve others even though you will gain nothing. Sure, we want to help those in need, and maybe we already find ways to do so. But we are limited by the pressure and needs of our own work and lives. We want to solve our own issues first. It's true. It's hard to think about selflessness when we are struggling, and yet that is exactly what Jay Shetty learned as a monk. Selflessness is the surest route in inner peace and a meaningful life. Selflessness heals the self. We seek to leave a place cleaner than we found it, people happier than we found them, the world better than we found it. As the nature serves the planet, the sun provides heat and light, trees gives oxygen and shade. That's what the universe does. It doesn't mean that you have to own everything in order to give, but you can look at how we use what we have. Service connects us like going out and meeting people to serve. Service amplifies gratitude, making you see the broad view of all that you have. Service increases compassion when you see that the world needs what you have to offer. Service builds self-esteem because you are making a difference in the world, living with a sense of meaning and purpose. Love is in the small things. We need to be consistent and intentional. We need to remember that we never know what someone is going through. So we treat them with the gentleness you would give someone who is in pain, with generosity you would give someone who is hungry, with the compassion you would give someone who is misunderstood. So when are we ready to serve? Out in the modern world, no matter how much we want to help others, we are distracted from the service mindset by the desire to be financially and emotionally stable and secure. Listen carefully. Which of these 3 is your relationship with money and material wealth? First, selfish. I want more as much as I can get, and I want it all for myself. Second, sufficiency. I have just enough to get by. I'm not suffering, but I have nothing to give. Third, service. I want to give what I have, and I want more in order to give more. You see, in service, you don't have to give. Service to humanity is the higher goal. When we change directions, dreams, and goals, doesn't mean that our intentions had to change too. If a certain kind of giving makes you happy or benefits you in some way, that's a great place to start. You don't have to do charity work every day or give away all your money. Simply realize you're in service and look for how you can connect what you already do to a higher purpose. Love and duty are more likely to lead to happiness through it. Here's the life hack. Service is always the answer. It fixes a bad day. It tempers the burdens we bear. Service helps other people and helps us. We don't expect anything in return, but what we get is the joy of service. It's an exchange of love. When you're living in service, you don't have time to complain and criticize. When you're living in service, your fears go away. When you're living in service, you feel grateful. Service is the direct path to a meaningful life. It's some mistake to think that when we read a book, attend a class, and implement change, that will fix everything. The externals will never be perfect, and the goal isn't perfection. Life is not going to go your way. You have to go your way and take life with you. Understanding this will help you be prepared for whatever may come. There is no universal plan for peace and purpose. The way we get there is by training our minds to focus on how to react, respond, and commit to what we want in life in our own pace at our own time. We measure our lives not by how big or small our impact is, but by how we make people feel. How will we be remembered? How will we leave behind? Reflecting on the knowledge that we will die someday compels us to value the time we have and to spend our energy thoughtfully. Life's too short to live without purpose, to lose our chance to serve, to let our dreams and aspirations die with us. Leave people and places better and happier than you found them. The monk mindset acknowledges that the right use of energy is to remain a student. You can never cease learning. When you're making a decision, when you're having an argument, when you're planning your weekend, when you're scared or upset or angry or lost, ask this question: what would a monk do in this moment? And eventually, when you've uncovered your real self, you won't even need to ask yourself what a monk would do. You can simply ask, what will I do? May you be inspired through the words of Jay Shetty himself. Love, Nanay and Claire.